Hello everyone, and welcome to a different sort of guide video from the normal. In this video I will be talking about a certain character from Kirby Star Allies, which is one of my favourite games, but there is one part of it that is extremely difficult that I have yet to beat. In this video I will be helping you to beat Soul Melter EX by talking about the best character in the game, or characters. The three Mage-Sisters, and the reason they're the best characters is because they have extremely broken moves, like that. So I will be talking about how to best utilise these moves, and at the end of the video I will demonstrate it by doing Sweet Breeze the ultimate choice. I have picked Blade Knights for partners for demonstration purposes partway through the video. So let's just get into it. First of all, let's see the moves. So you can swap Mage-Sisters with Sister Tag, which is down B. And each sister has their own controls and moves, as you can see. And Sister Circle is something that can only be done when enemies are on screen, so I'll show that off in the boss battle part. So, the first move to talk about, maybe I can actually get the moves up, is Cisca Slash. This move is as simple as pressing B, grounded or aerial, with no direction. Because if you have a direction, that happens. This move is alright, but it's not really that good, because if you're going to be using it, you'll probably just want to charge that, because it has extremely short charge time, which is a good way to get into the next move, which is called Frozen Gelato. These move names are really weird, so to help, I'll put the inputs for the move talked about in the description, as well as the move's name. So this is charging by holding B, except the charge time is ridiculously quick. Like, look at that. That's stupid. Like, if you're going to do that, just charge it and do that. I think you can already tell this is going to be quite a bit of a faster pace than the Super Smash Bros. Videos, because there's a lot less to talk about with these moves, because this is not a fighting game. Anyway, this is a nice projectile to be using against bosses, but as you'll see later in the video, we have better projectiles on this character. Next, we have a group of three. Cisca Dash, Cisca Uppercut, not that, Cisca Dash, Cisca Uppercut, and Cisca Slam. It is called that, isn't it? Yeah. So, first, Cisca Dash. It's kind of a good mobility move, except for the fact that you can just dodge and it gets the same distance, maybe a bit shorter. But Francisca's dodge is broken. Cisca Dash, though, can cover quite a bit of ground. It feels a lot to me like Sword in Kirby Fighters 2, where you combo side B into up B into down B. That might be just me, though. In terms of Cisca Uppercut, you can go up. That's really it. It's just kind of a slice up. Now, I'm only going to be talking about utility against bosses because you can't play as Dream Friends in story mode. This move has a bit of utility against bosses. Not much. But, like, you can go up. I'm really struggling for stuff to say about Cisca Uppercut, other than that it leads into Cisca Slam, which in itself is not that good. Like, you send ice flying. If you're going for Cisca Uppercut, Deadly Ice Candy is a much better way to end it up in the air. Deadly Ice Candy is her best like hit below her option, because she's a floater, which means that she doesn't have to puff up like Kirby, which is very good, by the way. Being a floater is amazing in this game. So she can just kind of float about and do her Deadly Ice Candy onto bosses like Twin Bonkers, for instance, or Vividria. Well, actually not Vividria, ignore that, Chef Kawasaki. Like, she can just kind of do this. And that's really the only use for it. You can go up, and then Deadly Ice Candy. But remember, if you want to do Cisca Uppercut into Deadly Ice Candy, you have to have a bit of a delay, or else you're going to Cisca Slam. Just a warning there. And now we have the last two things that she can do. If you're blocking and you dodge, you get this, which is Elegant Escape. It's the fancy way of saying it is one of the longest range dodges in the game. And then you have Francisca's best move. Her down-up B, Shaken Soda Blaster. You can aim it. So you can aim it directly forward, which will just do this. If you aim it at the roof or the floor, it will rebound like that. You can charge it. This is uncharged. Charging it makes it last longer. And this is max charge. It lasts for a while. Now, before I move on to the next sister using Sister Tag, I would first like to show what elements Francisca can give. She can give Ice, which can make Blizzard Sword, but something else she can give is Water, because of Shaken Soda Blaster, making Splash Sword. And she has the ice block icon next to her, the name 3 Mage-Sisters, next to her icon. So now if we go to Flamberge, our next sister, we see quite a few similarities, but also quite a few differences. We have kind of a sword jab or sword neutral B to use to smash. Like, it's like it, except it ends with that. So this is called Berge Slash, and then Berge Rush, and then Berge Finish. Berge Slash. That's Berge Rush, and then the end is Berge Finish. This is a nice melee tool against a boss, but there are better melee tools that these characters have. You have this move, which I did not look at the name of, Flam Flambé, which is her dash move, her dash and B, which does that. Now, the good thing is, the flashing that she's doing shows that she's invincible while doing this move. So it's a good way to get out of a bad situation. You can end it early, or you can do it for the whole way. And of course it leaves lingering fire. This is very good against a double mini-boss, such as, like I said earlier, Twin Bonkers or Twin Bugsy, where you go over, you hit them both, you're invincible, and then they get ignited like that. Not that igniting them actually does anything, but it's nice to do a bit more damage. Next we have BBQ Skewer. Aerial down B. So you will plunge into the ground, and then if you press B again after, which you cannot cancel with shield. You can shoot that, which is a nice flaming rock. And you can't angle it, sadly. But you can turn around with it. Now we have this move, which I also didn't look at the name of. Scorching Sword Plunge. Up B in the air. Now, this move, you're still invincible while doing it. These characters are really broken because they have so much invincibility. This isn't as good while you're already in the air because Flamberge, annoyingly, is a jumper instead of a floater. So that means you have to kind of mash A to get good height. And, like, it's a bit of an inferior version of Francisca's aerial down B, which shoots more, and also it shoots them directly below her, instead of Flamberge's version, where it shoots them to the side of her, but not actually below her. Oops, accidentally did that there. You can turn stuff into sizzle. I'll go over that in a moment though. Yeah, this isn't really that great. Burst Jump exists, which is nice. She gets invincibility because why not? So you can kind of burst jump away and then aerial up B. Maybe do a bit of a BBQ Skewer. I can never remember these moves. You can do a bit of a Scorching Sword Plunge into a BBQ. Never do what I'm saying. A bit of a Scorching Sword Plunge into a BBQ Skewer. I forgot to mention also, you can also do aerial, Flam Sword, Berge slash rush finish, whatever it's called. Burst jump into Berge slash rush finish, that's what I'll call it, I suppose. Can be good. Which I suppose works. I suppose. And then you have Mega Broiler, which is this ridiculous move. This is where the moves just get really annoyingly good. Why does it hit across the stage? Why is it so fast? This down up B is broken, and it just destroys everything. And also, little boss tip here, it will... Why am I pausing? Boss tip, it will destroy Francisca's snowflake, the big snowflake that you can actually make while playing her. It will destroy this when you're actually facing boss Francisca, which can be helpful. I believe any fire move can, but this move is so massive and so long-lasting that it definitely will. We also have this dodge, which you can do in the middle of attacks. Why? Or at least in the middle of this. It's quite a good dodge. It's not as good as Francisca's, it doesn't go as far, but it's good. And as shown earlier, you can set weapons on fire. No other elements, just fire. Now it's time for Zan Partizanne. Or I'm just going to call her Zan for the rest of the video. So Zan has these moves. Zan Zlash and Zan... Wait. Zan Zlash and... What else is it? Zan Zlash. Oh, it's just that. This is Zan Zlash, and it's not really that good. I don't even know if you can turn it around. Not that it matters, because the second hit hits both ways anyway. Next is Zan Ztab. Why is this a thing? Oh, she's a floater, by the way. And she has a much higher move speed in general than the other sisters, which is good. Zan Ztab is that. It's alright. And now we have Zan Zkewers, which is a nice invincibility move, because yeah, we needed more of that. And it's great because the invincibility lasts forever and darts are across the screen. Lightning Dodge also does this. This is the best dodge in the game. It's so quick, it does damage. You can go basically everywhere with it. You can shorten the distance by holding more down than your direction. It's amazing. You can do it while you're floating about. You can just kind of go, wee, wee, ooh, let's do some of this. Nope, dodge out of there. It's ridiculous. And now we have 3 of the most broken moves in the entire game. Starting with, what's it called? Lightning Lemonade. Hits anything below you, electrocutes water, which is what a lot of her attacks do. So Krakow dies, Francisca dies even more than she did to Flamberge's cannon. So she counters a lot of bosses. This is used to hit stuff that's far away from you, but also at a different elevation than yourself. You can move around amazingly well while doing it. That is called Drum and Waste, this move. There's not really much to say about it. It's just really good. And then we have the down up B. Electro Eclair. It does not last as long as Flamberge's... what's it called? Flamberge's cannon move. Mega Broiler. But it does have, like... it's good. It electrocutes water, still. So, now that I've shown off all of that... oh wait, there's one more move. Sister Circle. Now this move, you can only use when there's enemies on the screen, so I will show it off in the demonstration. But before that, let's get Zap Sword in here. So first I'll play as Zan to show her off quite a bit against Wispy Woods. The strategy against Wispy Woods is very simple. You fly next to him and up B. Now of course if you're low on health you might want to sit back and do a bit of Drum and Waste. Or maybe a bit of an Electro Eclair. Those are some very good moves against bosses. I might make a boss guide at some point if you'd like that. But he's defeated very quickly. I can't even show off all of Zan's moves. Not that I need to, because those are the 3 important ones. And Lightning Dodge. Now we get Mini Boss Rush, which is Flamberge's thing. But I'm going to put on Sizzle Sword, that's what it's called. And let's go into the battle. So the first boss here is Bonkers. You can kind of just go through him because you're invincible, and leave a lot of fire on the ground. Against these smaller enemies, you might just want to do your main combo. Now, of course, if you want to stay safe, just kind of stay up here with your aerial upbeat that I've forgotten the name of. Scorching Sword Plunge. Then you can kind of just do that. Now we have King DDD, who I'm also going to do with Flamberge because I haven't shown off all of her moves yet. Because she has more than 4 useful moves. Like this move, Mega Broiler. Look how much damage that does. And then to escape, use the free invincibility of Scorching Sword Plunge. Get out of there with your escape option that I have forgotten the name of. And get through DDD with your invincibility. Now to finish him off, I'm going to use the charged down beast, Sister Circle. Now this move you have to have charge for. If you don't have charge for it, you can't use it. It does a lot of damage. Now for the final battle against Meta Knight, I am going to be using Francisca, obviously. Oh, let's get some health back. Let's get you all iced up. Ice. Get the ice in. And let's go into the Meta Knight battle. Ooh, the Lone Swordsman, how scary. Am I not going to just finish you in like 20 seconds? I don't know what I'm doing with this Cisca Uppercut strategy. Stay away with the Cisca. This isn't a Cisca move, is it? No, it's a frozen gelato. What am I talking about? You can see there's a little symbol. You haven't got the full dark heart. So you can't use the sister's really broken move. You can still do that. You can still use Shaken Soda Blaster, which also works. And that will be the end of the video. Because that's really it about the 3 Mage-Sisters. Nice puzzle pieces. So that will be it for this video. Again, suggest a character if you want a guide on a certain character in this game. And I will see you next time. So, bye everyone. See you next time for more Kirby Star Allies, probably. Goodbye.